Okay, so there is another more. Okay, so use a safety equipment. Okay, you have to read lah sebelum guna, read label and so on. What is the type of equipment that you have to use? And 7, never smoke, drink or eat while applying pesticide. So not only pesticide, you cannot drink or eat when you use any type of chemicals. Okay, so and then keep people from or animal from the treated area. Okay, ni kalau kamu apply pesticide or spray pesticide, you have to avoid people from going to the affected area, because as you all know, tadi we already mentioned that the chemical can come to your exposure through macam skin kan, maybe juga ice, okay, inhalation, injection and so on. So you have to avoid people to go inside the treated area when you apply the pesticide. Okay, so usually you will see this type of sign like caution, pesticide spraying in progress and so on, especially kalau kamu visit certain ladang yang like in Cameron, for example, there are certain time that they apply pesticide spraying, so they avoid customer or visitors to go in certain area, and they will put this type of sign. Okay, and then okay, here be extremely careful applying pesticide in buildings or homes. Okay, even though kita cakap we can use household insecticide which is very low mammalian toxicity, but you cannot simply spray in everything. Okay, for example, you cannot spray in your clothing, the one that you want to wear, and then maybe also books yang you may need to read or you may use it regularly, and also toys juga. You have to understand yang you cannot simply spray this type of this chemical, even pun kita kata safe for mammalian but it still have effect lah. Okay, so avoid spraying on this thing, and you cannot also spray in area yang you ada makanan. Okay, so be careful about application, and then do not use after expiration date. Okay, because the chemical or the pesticide may become unstable after certain period of time, and also some of it may become toxic or ineffective after the expiration date. Okay, so kalau kamu spray pun, kalau dia dah ineffective, maybe because exposure to sunlight, exposure to water kan, like previously I said, the degradation is faster bila exposed to sunlight, water and oxygen. Degrade maksudnya bukannya kamu tengok the chemical tu kering tau. It still maybe inside, ada dalam inside that bottle, but then dia punya effectiveness tu dah kurang sebab dia sekarang mungkin dia just in form of liquid semata-mata. Dia punya active ingredients is no longer available. Mungkin what left is actually inert materials, okay, after the expiration date. So please be careful, do not use the one yang tulis dah expired. Okay, and then use pesticide at the interval recommended by manufacturer. Okay, kenapa we want to avoid pest resistance? Okay, if you use regularly, at the end pest tu akan build dia punya resistance to your pesticides. So to avoid this resistance to be appear in the pest population, so we have to use interval which is recommended by the manufacturers. And then apply pesticide to early morning or late evening. Okay, this is to avoid drift, because as you all know, kalau tengah hari sikit kan, kamu akan rasa okay, angin tiup kencang compared to the morning or maybe late evening. Okay, so we want to avoid the excessive drift. Drift ni maksudnya kamu spray tak nak bagi dia terbang atau apa? Dia punya angin tu akan terbangkan chemical tu ke another area. Okay, and also to prevent exposing the chemical to beneficial insect like bees and ladybug, because usually these insect like bees and ladybug, they visit the area bila matahari dah naik ataupun suhu dah increase, baru dia aktif, rather than very early morning, for example like mungkin pukul 7 kan, which is waktu tu matahari belum lagi tinggi, suhu mungkin lagi rendah during that time. So they usually they usually inactive during that time. So selalunya kita akan spray during that time lah. But of course when we are talking about pests, okay, pests usually memang dah ada dekat pokok tu. Okay, so dia usually spend more times compared to beneficial insect on the plant. Okay, beneficial insect dia ada certain time dia active, but pests they already available on the they already appear on the plants kan. So that's why you can spray early morning or late evening. And be aware that certain pesticide systematically active. Okay, maksudnya dia boleh diangkut ke seluruh bahagian batang, even ke seluruh bahagian pokok, even though you maybe apply dekat batang, ataupun mungkin you drill and put systemic insecticide to control borer hanya dekat batang, but it will eventually akan diangkut ke seluruh bahagian pokok. So let's say katalah kamu you want to control borer on mango, for example, right? So katalah during that time your mango tu berbuah. So this chemical will be transported systematically into the buah juga. Okay, and then later you will harvest the fruits and eat. So you imagine the systematic insecticide or systematic pesticide is actually ada dalam buah yang kamu makan. So be aware that your pesticide tu sama ada systemic ke tak waktu application. Usually kalau systemic we won't apply during fruiting, especially fruits yang kamu nak harvest. Sama juga like katalah oil palm. Okay, usually we apply systemic insecticide or systemic pesticide sebelum mungkin buah tu mungkin dia start baru berbunga ke kan, belum lagi hasilkan buah, sebab you will harvest the fruits which is you want to get the oil kan. So imagine nanti inside your oil you have this type of systemic insecticide there. Kalau kamu pakai yang systemic lah, even pun kamu spray is actually dekat batang ataupun mungkin dekat daun, bukannya dekat buah. Okay, and then you have to alternate with suitable pesticide. This is also to avoid the pest resistance. Okay, sebabnya kamu tukar-tukar dengan different type of pesticide. So usually bila kamu alternate the suitable pesticide ni, maksudnya banyak jenis pesticide yang kamu guna, tukar-tukar. Dia bukan campur semua tau. Bukannya kamu kena campur 2-3 jenis pesticide sekali. No, what I mean here is that mungkin this week you apply pesticide A, next week you apply pesticide B, another 2 weeks maybe apply pesticide C, because we want to avoid the pest to produce resistance to this type of pesticide. Sebab effect dia tak sama kan, different type of pesticide, if dia punya effect is different. Okay, and then always look for the most environmentally sound and least toxic pest control method. Okay, like I said here, IPM is actually integrated pest management, where you choose the best way to control your pests. So if let's say kalau tak sampai masa ataupun mungkin tak terdesak untuk guna pesticide, then please look for other methods like mechanical or maybe cultural method that can reduce the pest population and environmentally safe. for your application. Okay, so that's all. Any question? Ada? Tak ada? Semua faham?
No.
Okay, no question. So please read this lecture note as well. And also I want to inform you, I will upload this lecture note later. Okay. And I think I already upload kot. Rasanya saya dah upload. Kan? Right. Okay. So be sure that you download it, all the materials, especially mungkin minggu ni lah. Okay, because all the notes won't be available during your exam period. Okay, so first download everything yang kamu rasa kamu nak baca ke apa ke kan. So during this time, sebab during exam period, we will inaktifkan semua material yang ada kat dalam tu. Maksudnya you only can use it to submit your answer script sahaja later on. All the notes won't be available during the exam period. So please download everything first. Okay. So that's all. Kalau tak ada soalan, then let's end our session lah with tasbih kafarah and surah al-As, and then please turn on your camera. Okay, you can actually ask anything sebelum nak pergi final ni. Sekarang lah. Maksudnya this is last session yang kamu nak tanya apa-apa benda kan. Okay, so turn on your camera. Okay, I will count. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see jadi ke tak. Okay, so siapa yang ada soalan boleh tanya sekarang. Kalau kamu nak, siapa yang tak ada soalan boleh left. Okay, that's all. Assalamualaikum and thank you.
Salam, thank you, Doktor.
Okay.
Thank you, Doktor.
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 Okay. Yes. For description selalunya macam tu. Anything yang let's say kalau I say to describe something or to provide step ke whatsoever kan, usually any points is actually 1 mark. So katalah let's say if you have to describe or bagi definition of something ke whatsoever kan, and then suddenly you see 2 marks there, meaning that it has to have 2 points. Okay. So macam tu lah. Okay.